So we have a bond, and you know that the coupon of this bond is 4.75% annually, and it's going to be based on the price of one bond equal $1,000. That's how the coupon, the interest rate is going to be calculated. Also, that's how when the bond expires or matures in 2028 in this example, that's how we're going to calculate how much money I'm getting back. I'm getting back $1,000 per bond that I own or that I have, regardless of how much I paid, if I paid a premium or if I paid a discount. Now, in this case, since I pay a discount, and I'm just doing a recap here, my yield to maturity is going to be 4.807, which is slightly higher than my coupon. And again, the yield to maturity is the indicator that is going to tell us really how much money you made from this investment at the end. But what happens if the situation is reversed? What happens if you have to pay more or a premium for a bond? Well, then things will be opposite. So I have an example here. Let's take this exact same bond, but let's say that instead of being priced at 99.40, let's say it's being priced at 105. If that was the case, that means that the bond will cost 150, and it's a premium of $50 per bond. And let's assume that the coupon is the same, the maturity rate is the same, and that we are in 2013. Okay. So let's say we also buy 10 bonds, the same amount we did before. So we had to pay $10,500, which is $500 premium. Now the first year you're still making the same coupon here, and since the interest rate is calculated based on the price of 1,000, you are still getting the same interest rate of $475 a year with this specific coupon. But because you pay a premium of $500, the first year you actually make $475 that comes in your pocket minus $500 that you paid, came out of your pocket. That actually leaves you with a negative $25. So you actually spent $25 for that investment, and you didn't receive really anything, okay, because you spent it. Of course, the second year then you start making earnings, and because this is a 15-year investment, then you are getting money out of it. So let's assume, okay, it's the same maturity rate and it's a maturity year. So the indicator that tells you really how much money we make from this investment at the end is the yield to maturity. And again, it's calculated like this. So we have $475 we get, okay, yearly of interests with this coupon maturity date. And we multiply this by 15 years. That gives us $7,125. Because we pay a premium of $500, we had to subtract that from that amount. That gives us $6,625. Divided by 15 years, give us $441 with 66 cents. Now you see it's lower than the 475. Now we have to really calculate the percentage of that, and that based on the $10,000, okay, of the bonds, because we bought 10 bonds. That tells you that our yield to maturity rate is 4.41% instead of 4.75. So as you see, it's lower than the coupon rate, and we actually are really getting at the end 4.41% on our investment of 10,000. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate, and it's really important to keep in mind that the yield to maturity is really how much money you will get at the end, and it will depend on how much you paid on your bond and your coupon and maturity dates. Also remember that bonds can be sold before its maturity date. I'm going to talk more about that later. So depending so you are not really tied up with a bond like you will be with a CD, and a CD will give you different penalties. You have no penalties if you want to sell your bond, but since the bond prices are subject to the market and they will fluctuate, they will go up and down, you may actually sell your bond for less money or actually get more money for your bond. But again, I'm going to talk more about this in another video.